Abraham Lincoln, 1809 to 1865, America's 16th president, led the nation through the Civil War, preserving the Union and ending slavery. Born in a Kentucky log cabin, he was largely self-educated, becoming a lawyer and politician. His Emancipation Proclamation freed enslaved people, and his leadership during America's greatest crisis cemented his legacy as one of history's greatest presidents. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. A house divided against itself cannot stand. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. Whatever you are, be a good one. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. Stand with anybody who stands right. Stand with him while he is right, and part with him when he goes wrong. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep on doing so until the end. Character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, the tree is the real thing. If slavery is not wrong, nothing is wrong. With malice toward none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right as God gives us to see the right, let us strive on to finish the work we are in. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live up to what light I have. The ballot is stronger than the bullet. A friend is one who has the same enemies as you have. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt. Most folks are as happy as they make up their minds to be. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. That's my religion. I would rather be a little nobody than to be an evil somebody. Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition. If you would win a man to your cause, first convince him that you are his sincere friend. I care not much for a man's religion whose dog and cat are not the better for it. He has a right to criticize. Who has a heart to help? Important principles may and must be inflexible. I destroy my enemies when I make them my friends. The philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will be the philosophy of government in the next. Allow the president to invade a neighboring nation whenever he shall deem it necessary to repel an invasion, and you allow him to do so whenever he may choose to say he deems it necessary for such a purpose. America will never be destroyed from the outside. If we falter and lose our freedoms, it will be because we destroyed ourselves. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. Common-looking people are the best in the world. That is the reason the Lord makes so many of them. Discourage litigation. Persuade your neighbors to compromise whenever you can. Every man is said to have his peculiar ambition. Force is all-conquering, but its victories are short-lived. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. How many legs does a dog have, if you call his tail a leg? Saying that a tail is a leg doesn't make it a leg. If I were to try to read, much less answer, all the attacks made on me, The shop might as well be closed for any other business. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. Labor is prior to and independent of capital. Capital is only the fruit of labor and could never have existed if labor had not first existed. Let not him who is houseless pull down the house of another, but let him work diligently and build one for himself. No man is good enough to govern another man without that other's consent. Public opinion in this country is everything. Sir, my concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. Someday I shall be president. The time comes upon every public man when it is best for him to keep his lips closed. Things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle.